Hello YouTubers. I just wanted to quickly give you a comparison video around the HTC One Silver and the HTC One Black in terms of the build quality, what's the difference, what are the pros and what are the cons. So let's start with our first one over here, which is the HTC One Silver. So this is the default one that we have where most of the colors available in the market are for silver color. I got this one from eBay. This phone, to be honest with you guys, is gonna get replaced. In fact, I already have the replacement. This is gonna go back up anytime now to the dealer. The speaker over here, this one, has had damage in terms of this kind of, it does not work while you play music or any kind of notifications, or while you're kind of getting calls. The speaker does not work. So there's some problem with the speakers out here. When I went over to HTC to check it out, they said that the boom sound unit, which kind of connects both these speakers, has kind of got damaged and it needs to be replaced. But to my surprise, uh, it works today. So I don't know what's the issue, but I think the guy whom I bought this phone from has agreed to replace it, and he sent me over a replacement. So yes, so covering that bit a little later in the overall review for the HTC One. I'll quickly talk about the overall build quality. I think this looks fabulous. The HTC logo is pretty prominent out here. The speakers kind of really stand out on the silver model. In terms of the overall finishing on the sides, I think it's a zero gap construction, so really comes out well. The build quality is really, really good. I mean, one of the best Android phones that we have in the market in terms of the hardware. I think nothing matches this. This is the closest one that you can ever get to iPhone 5 or Apple. So I think from that point of view, I think HTC has really made a very good product. Uh, the volume rocker is on the top right, which is kind of stuck down deep into the overall body. I think it fine, it works well, but you have to really put some effort in terms of getting to the buttons. And sometimes when the phone is in your pocket or you're driving and you just want to kind of increase the volume while you're playing the music, it takes a bit of a time to kind of really understand which is the up volume key and the down volume key if you're not looking at the phone. Uh, Apart from that, I think the only bit which I have as a bit of a concern at the moment, or rather what I've observed so far, is the SIM card slot. It takes quite a bit of an effort to kind of come out. I'm not too sure if it's a problem with this bit of a phone, but when you insert the SIM card pin, you have to really put some force behind it to get this tray out. I think leaving that bit aside, I think overall the silver one really pops out really well, and I think it's one of the very good quality phones that have been built by HTC. Now, on the other side, I think one of the biggest benefits that we have on this phone or this color of device is if you look at these edges out here, these edges, it's very difficult to kind of notice the small dents or the kind of small scratches that you might kind of uh, encounter in your day-to-day operation or after a few months of usage while you keep this poker phone in your pocket. I think with silver that kind of gets hidden well behind because of the color of the aluminum. I think that kind of always keeps this phone, very difficult to kind of trace in terms of scratches or in terms of small little dents or kind of peel offs. But of course, if you kind of put the phone down from a bit of the drop test videos that we all have seen, it will take a bit of a hit. And that's kind of normal with any phone. So that was on the silver one. This is the HTC One Black. Uh, this is what I was talking about when I mentioned earlier that I have got my replacement. So yes, this is what I got today. And I'm really amazed with the difference when I compare this with the silver one. I mean, if you look at both these phones side by side, uh, the HTC One Black kind of looks very very pale in front of the HTC One Silver. I mean, you can even hardly find out the speaker grills, and that's because of the uniform color as black on the HTC One and HTC. So I think from that point of view, black kind of really does not kind of shine on in terms of, or rather attract your eyes that much. But if you turn it around, both these phones, the other bit that you will find out is if you see on the silver one, the HTC logo really stands out, and it's kind of really comes out really nice. On the black one, it's very difficult to find out the HTC one, rather the HTC logo. I think apart from that, this one is pretty much a matte finish that you get. But this is prone to a lot of smudges, this phone. I mean, I've just used it for a couple of hours today, and I've had to kind of constantly kind of keep off cleaning the phone from the back just to kind of see that there are no smudges. So that's the bit on the HTC One Black, but the display looks fabulously great in terms of the overall feel on the phone when you hold this against the silver. The display, I don't know, for the eyes it looks slightly on the larger side, though from a specifications point of view, there's absolutely no change. It's just that how you feel about the phone when you use it, or rather when you compare it with this one, which is the silver HTC. Okay, so I think overall from point of view, it's pretty much depends on your color choice. What is it that you would like to have? Silver one are the most common ones in the market out today. The black ones is something which is not too common. Not many people like the black one, but it has its own charm. It's completely polycarbonate and one uniform build of black. It looks different. It looks nice. There are two more colors available on the HTC One, which is red, which was launched in the UK, and the blue, which also got launched in the UK. Both these colors are difficult to find. The black and the silver ones are the easiest to get out if you really want to have an HTC One. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel if you, and a big thumbs up for the video, which will kind of only encourage me to put more and more for you guys. I'll come up with my detailed review on the HTC One shortly, and kind of also take you through the apps that I have on this phone, which might kind of also help you in case you like any of those apps. Thank you again. Thank you very much.